Okay, so in this lecture today, this is for us, it is lecture 2. We will discuss about Laplace transform. Okay, automatic control is also known as control theory because automatic control is nothing but the application of control theory. Okay, so sometimes you find books with the name control theory. Okay, so in today's lecture, we will discuss Laplace transform, and we will obtain Laplace transform of step, ramp, impulse, and sinusoidal signal, and some standard Laplace transforms. Okay, so we discussed in the last lecture also that Laplace of any time function can be obtained using this expression. Okay, so here the function ft, it is defined as ft, and if I want to obtain Laplace of this function ft, I multiplied this ft with exponential of e into e raised to the power minus st, and with a limit 0 to infinity. So this s which we have introduced, this new term, it is basically a complex variable having real and imaginary parts. Sigma is real part while omega is imaginary part. So use of Laplace is well accepted in control theory for different analysis. And why we use Laplace transform? There are many benefits, like Laplace transform method can be used for solving linear differential equations. Okay, if you want to solve some differential equation, you don't need to take integration, and there are many methods to solve differential equation. Those are complex methods, but using Laplace transform, you can easily solve these linear differential equation. Another benefit of using Laplace transform, we can convert many common functions such as sinusoidal and exponential function into simple algebraic function. Okay, of course those functions will be in terms of complex variable s. Okay, operations such as differential and integration can be replaced by algebraic operations. Okay, if you are having an equation with differential and integration terms, those can be replaced with simple algebraic operations. Okay, in complex plane. Of course, in complex plane means in s, with a variable s. Now we try to obtain Laplace transform using this fundamental relationship. So if I want to obtain Laplace transform of an exponential function, okay, so this function ft, which is 0 when time is negative, and at the time t is equals to 0 or greater 0, this function is defined as a into e raised to the power minus alpha into t. A and alpha are constants. So according to formula, we know that if I want to get Laplace transform of a function, I multiply the function with e raised to the power minus st and an integration 0 to infinity. Same thing we did. This is our function ft. We multiply it with e raised to the power minus st, and we take in integration 0 to infinity. Now, after solving this integration, we get Laplace transforms in terms of a new variable, that is s. Okay. If you want to know how I got this Laplace transform, we can perform this integration. Okay, integrate, this is our function. Okay, how we get this e raised to the power minus alpha plus s, because here you have e raised to the power minus alpha t, here you have e raised to the power minus st, and in multiplication these powers are added and it becomes alpha plus s into t, and a, because it is constant, it comes out of the integration. So now we get this integration a 0 to alpha 0 to infinity integration limit. This is the function. Okay, and we have to integrate it with respect to t. How we do it? We know e raised to the power x, integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x. Okay, and the coefficient of x comes into the denominator. Same we did here, e raised to the power minus alpha plus s t, integration of this, same. Okay, and the coefficient of t comes in the denominator here. Then we put limit, upper limit infinity, lower limit 0. Okay, and alpha plus s, because it is a constant, we take it out. Okay, and this value of t, first we put upper limit infinity, because e raised to the power minus, so we took it in the denominator. So e raised to the power infinity minus 1 upon, when we put the lower limit 0, e raised to the power 0. Okay, so 1 upon infinity is 0 and 1 upon 1 is 1, so we get this Laplace transform. Okay, so Laplace transform of this exponential function is like this. There are some standard functions also, like step function. Generally we use this function as input to the system, and it is defined such as when time is less than 0, this function is 0. When time is greater 0 or positive time, it is a. Okay, this is the amplitude of your step function. Here it is worth to mention that this step function is not defined at t is equals to 0. Okay, it is not defined at t is, it is defined at t greater 0, it is defined t less 0, but not defined at t is equals to 0. Why? Because at t is equals to 0, this function is 0 and a as well. Okay, if you look the profile of this function, when this is the time axis here, this is your time axis. Okay, and this is on y-axis, you have your function ft. So this function is 0 until time is negative. The moment time is 0, there is a jump in the amplitude of the signal and it becomes equal to a. And then when the time is greater 0, it is equals to a. When time is greater 0, it is always equals to a. So at time t is equals to 0, it is 0. It is a also. Okay, so it is undefined at t is equals to 0. So Laplace of this step function, Laplace of this step function is given by a by s. Okay, and as you know, the procedure to obtain the Laplace, you take integration 0 to infinity. Your function is a and multiplied with e raised to the power minus st, and you get this Laplace of the step function. In case this step amplitude is 1, in case this amplitude a is equals to 1, then we call it unit step function. Okay, this step function is called unit step function when a is equals to 1. And in that case, this Laplace transform of unit step function is 1 upon s, because a is equals to 1. So physically, how you understand this Laplace, this step function? A step function occurring at t is equals to 0 corresponds to a constant signal suddenly applied to the system at time t equals 0. Okay, so how it works? It is a suddenly applied. Okay, it is a suddenly applied signal. Okay, so your system once it is at 0 position, suddenly you applied, for example, if you have a mechanical system, you suddenly applied a 5 Newton force, 0 to 5, a sudden jump from 0 to 5. Okay, so this is a step function. Another function is called ramp function. From the name itself, you can understand it is continuously increasing function. Okay, and it is defined as when time less 0, negative time, it is 0, and when time is 0 or greater 0, this function is given by a into t. Okay, so it varies with respect to time. As time increase, this function increase. Okay, so here when time is less 0, it is 0. The moment time becomes 0, it is 0. Then time increasing, it is also increasing. It is keep on increasing like a ramp. Okay, sorry, like a ramp. So as we know, Laplace transform for this, the function, and it is multiplied with the e raised to the power minus st with integration limit 0 to infinity. And when you solve this, you know the procedure to solve integration. So you will get Laplace transform of a ramp function is equals to a upon s square. Okay, and if it is a yeah, a upon s square, and you can solve it actually if you want, because a will come out and you will be left with t into e raised to the power minus st, okay, dt. Okay, so you have to use the technique here, that is integration by parts. First you integrate it. Okay, you know how to integrate by parts. So using that you can obtain this. When you solve it, you will get this Laplace transform in terms of s. Okay, so basically what you are doing in Laplace transform, you are moving from t to s. Okay, from t to s. Here your function is in terms of t. Now when you move to Laplace transform, your function uh, changed to s. Okay, so here you have s and t is eliminated. Okay, now Laplace transform of a sinusoidal function. And you know very well, sinusoidal function is a wave, kind of wave, and when time is less 0, this function is 0. The moment time is greater or equal 0, the function is a sin omega t. A is amplitude of your wave. Okay, omega is frequency of your wave. So Laplace transform of a sin omega t when will be a omega upon s square plus omega square. So you may be confused how you obtained it. So again, the same thing you did here, 0 to infinity integration. Your function is a sin omega t. Your function is a sin omega t. Okay, and you multiplied this a sin omega t with e raised to the power minus st. Okay, and you integrate it. So after solving this integration, finally you obtain this Laplace transform. In the same way, you can obtain Laplace transform for a cos omega t. Okay, so this is for a sin omega t, this is for a cos omega t. Another important function is impulse function. We have covered
Sir,
here. Yes, we will talk. Just let me finish. Yeah. So here exponential for step function, for ramp function, for sinusoidal function. Okay. Now Laplace transform of an impulse function. For impulse function, this function is defined as when time is between t0 to 0, it is 0. And when time is between 0 to t0, this function is given by a upon t0, where t0 tends to infinity with the limit t0 tends to infinity. Understand? So here when t0 to 0, between t0 to 0, t0 to 0, okay, when it is greater to t0 here, and when it is less than 0 here, this function is always 0. Here 0, here 0. But when t is greater 0 and less t0 here, between this, it is given by a upon t0. This is a pulse. Okay. Here, important thing is that if you take the area of this pulse, the height of this a upon t0 and width is t0. So when you multiply these two terms, you get the area. You will find this area is constant. It is always a. You multiply this height a upon t0 with your t0. So t0 is cancelled out. You get the area always constant, that is a. You need to understand t tends to 0. When t tends to 0, what will happen? If t is 0, this function will become infinity. Okay, means this t, if this t0 is approaching towards 0, what will happen? This will become infinity. Okay, for example, t0 become this, then its height will increase. Okay, when t0 becomes this, its height will more increase. When t0 is almost 0, it will become infinity. But the area will always be constant a. Okay, so Laplace transform of such function is given by a only. Okay, is given by the area. So area of this pulse is your Laplace transform. So you can see there is no role of s. It is a constant area. Okay, so this is the Laplace for a impulse function. And if it is a unit impulse function, means this area is 1, then its unit for unit impulse, the Laplace transform will be 1. Okay, now yes, it will be difficult for you to obtain Laplace transform for some complex functions, some difficult functions. So it is always suggested that you can remember the Laplace transform for some standard functions. Okay, so you don't need to derive again and again. It is just make you understand that what is the logic behind, or what is the theory behind obtaining Laplace transform of a function, to let you know. Okay, how we got the Laplace transform, just to let you know, we told you this procedure. Otherwise you can remember it. You don't need to derive again and again. You can remember it, that Laplace transform of a step function is a upon s. Laplace transform of a ramp function is a upon s square. Laplace transform for a sinusoidal function a omega upon s square plus omega square. For a cos function as upon s square plus omega square. For an impulse function, it is always a constant area a. And now you just remember that. And here now we will take Laplace transform of derivative. If you have some derivative, for example, you have a function df over dt. You have a function ft, and you take derivative of this function ddt. Okay, so Laplace transform of this function will be given by s into Laplace transform of the function minus initial condition of this function ft when t is 0. When t is 0. Here you can see a small minus sign. It means this 0 is not at the 0. Okay, for example, this is your time axis. Okay, and your function, we are taking, for example, here a step function like this. Okay, so this step function at 0 it is 0, and also it is a at time t is equals to 0. So you cannot tell the initial condition of this function that at time t is equal to 0 whether it is 0 or a, you don't know. So we put here 0 minus, means you give initial condition when time is less than 0, means here. So here before 0 it will always be 0. So this term will vanish because it will be 0. So if you want to take Laplace transform of a derivative, you just add one s and then put the Laplace transform of that function, because initial condition will become 0. If it is a second derivative, you put s square fs minus s into initial condition, okay, minus f dot f derivative initial condition. Okay, we will see in some examples. Here I'm just telling you. Similarly, you can obtain it for the nth order derivative also. This is the formula. If it is the nth derivative dn by dtn, then its Laplace will be Sn, derivative Sn, and the Laplace of that function Fs. Okay, Sn minus 1, initial condition of that function. Okay, and so on. The initial condition are taken at t is equals to 0 minus. This means that we only need to know the initial conditions before our input starts. Okay, because your input start at t is equals to 0. T is equals to 0, your input start. Before that, it will always be 0. Okay, so you can simply put 0 here. Okay, this term will vanish. Okay, but not in all cases. We will see. Okay, so as I told you, taking Laplace again and again, it's hectic task. You can remember, or you can use this table of Laplace transform. You can remember some standard Laplace transform which are generally used, like for if you have a constant 1, its Laplace transform is 1 upon s. If you have exponential function e raised to the power at, its Laplace transform is 1 upon s minus a. Okay, some other like sinusoidal sin at, it is a upon s square plus a square. Cos at, okay, some important one, and other important one like sine hyperbolic, a upon s square minus a square. Cos hyperbolic. Okay, so these are some standard you will be using in some questions. Okay, you can keep them, remember.